Hey Mark, you have a good paper. I see a few comma mistakes, very minor. For example, right here, I found a somewhat older looking gentleman. You wouldn't need that comma there. I really like your thesis here. You have your first one is about traditional descriptions and how they're not easy to accept. What you have here is good, but you didn't tie yourself into here. You say, I believe that you, that's second person, not supposed to do that, but you should have tied in, even though society tells me that I am supposed to be a certain way, I'm not going to do that. I don't let these standards depict how I live my life or how I see myself. So that could have just used it a little bit more. See, right here in this one, you do talk about you, and you say that, you are active and, all the things that you do in order to stay young. So that one is good. I still think it probably could, I think in all your paragraphs could have used a little bit more. And you could say in this one, so this one you focus on just in general, and this you have really no in general. Except for this sentence right here, we have all witnessed a decline of activity in those who are aging. And just say you could have just had a few more sentences about how so many people when they get older, they stop exercising or they stop doing things to stay active. I, however, refuse to let that happen to me, and I continue to, get up and get out, as you say. Again, that's really minor. If I were to actually be grading this, it would still be an A paper. Right here, I like this with the interest. You talk about, it's this one's a little. Your sentences are really good, but you don't really say much about you except for right here, and then the focus that I now have. But you don't tell us what those interests are, and you could talk about interests. The interests of those who are 50 are usually perceived to be this and this. I, however, have these interests that, do keep me young and busy, and added that in with your sentences because what you have written they're very good sentences. So I think overall, you could have just added a little bit more in each paragraph to say, this is what the general gray hair, go back to your thesis, the general gray haired 50-year-old, their interests are, I refuse to do that. This is what the usual lifestyle and activity level is. However, I am not that person. And so that, again, is minor. That would have only been a small point deduction based on the rubric that I would have used. And so I think that you have a good essay and a very good writing style, and I think when you actually get to take this class for credit, I think you're going to easily soar through this. You actually should probably save your work that you're doing, and then if you ever get a chance to take this again, especially if you take it with me, then you're ahead of the game. You have a lot of your stuff done. So I hope this helps, and if you have questions, let me know.